Hello, it's Marika Lake here and welcome back to my channel. I am a homeschool mama of 4 kiddos and I live on the west coast of Australia with my hubby Greg, and I have William who's in grade 8, Em is in grade 4, Cruz is in grade 2 and little Jackson is in pre-primary, and we are into our 4th year of homeschooling. And in today's video, I am going to do a 2022 curriculum haul. I'm going to show you the curriculum that we are going to be using for the school year of 2022. This video is part of a Back to Homeschool collaboration with other Aussie homeschoolers here on YouTube. And I will pop a link in the description box down below to the playlist, and you can go and hop over there and find more Back to Homeschool videos for 2022 and find other great Aussie homeschoolers here on YouTube. So enough of my chatting, let's have a look at the curriculum that we're going to be using here in the Lake House Homeschool in 2022. For our main core curriculum, we use Gather Round Homeschool and we use their unit studies. And this first term, we're going to be doing the Oceans unit study. Now, we love Gather Round Homeschool here in the Lake House Homeschool, and we've done Gather Round Homeschool last year. And if you wanted to have an in-depth look at any of the unit studies that we've already done, then check out my videos. I've got flip-throughs and reviews, and I will also do a flip-through for the Oceans unit study soon so that you can have a look inside. So for our main, this is what we do for our main curriculum, and then we do add in extra things. This is a Canadian American curriculum, so I need to add some things in to bring it up to the kind of Australian curriculum standards, and so I'll show you the different things that we add in. But I have a teacher's guide that I read from, and then each of my kiddos has a student notebook of their own that they work through, and the unit studies cover all of the subject areas except math. So it covers language and literacy, history, geography, science, art and Bible, and then we just add in a math curriculum. This Ocean unit study will probably only take us 1 term to complete. So within a year, we will do 4 unit studies from Gather Round Homeschool. Now, I only purchase 1 unit study at a time. So I just purchased the one family digital bundle, and I print it out, and then we complete our unit study, and then we usually decide what we would like to do the following term, and then I'll purchase another unit study. So within a year, we will do 4 unit studies, plus we will also do 2 of the mini unit studies from Gather Round Homeschool. They have an Easter mini unit study that we will complete, and then also some Christmas mini unit studies as well. We've done the first Christmas unit study from Gather Round, and also the Christmas Around the World. We did the Christmas Around the World last year, so this year we will use the first Christmas mini unit study. So we'll do 4 unit studies and 2 mini unit studies within the school year. Now, some of my kids are weak in a few areas, and so I add in some things to the unit study. So one thing I do add in for my oldest son is this Jump In writing program. We have been using that for a couple of years now, and we really enjoy that. So I add that in for my older son. And then I also add in some extra spelling as well. I feel that that the unit studies are just lacking in some spelling, and so I add in targeting spelling books. And this is my daughter's. We really like these books. They're really easy to use, and they're really inexpensive. I think I only picked mine up for $10, I think, from Big W Australia. So we add in some extra spelling. And I also use targeting handwriting as well. So my daughter really enjoys handwriting, and my younger son definitely needs more practice with handwriting. And so the targeting handwriting books are excellent. This is my daughter's, who's in grade 4, but there is a level book for each grade through the primary school. And we use New South Wales for foundation style, and again these books are just $10 from Big W here in Australia. Now, as I said, the unit studies doesn't cover math, so we need to add that in, and we use 2 different math programs here in our house. We are using the Simply Good and the Beautiful Math, which I'm really enjoying. So I'm using that for my daughter who's going to be in grade 4 and my son who's in grade 2. And it's a free download on their website, which is amazing. So I've just downloaded the free units and just printed them out and used my binder to bind them, and so far we are really enjoying this math program for our younger kids. And we also use an online program called Maths Online, and my older son, he exclusively uses that, and we love Maths Online, and we've been using it since we have been homeschooling since the beginning, and so yeah, we really enjoy using that. So Maths Online and the Simply Beautiful Maths is what we use. I also add in extra Bible curriculum. So my older son is using this one, which is called Here Comes Heaven, a kid's guide to God's supernatural power. We haven't started this yet. This is the first year we will be doing this. Again, I just purchased this online and printed it and bound it myself. I will also leave links in the description box down below to where I found this curriculum from, so that you can go and have a look at that yourself. You can have a closer look at what it's about and how much and things like that. So yeah, we're going to start that. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be really great. And then my two middle kids are Em and Cruz, who's going into grade 4 and grade 2. They are using More Than Words Bible curriculum from Rebecca Spooner. Again, I just purchased a download like the ebook version and just printed it myself and bound it. We started using this last year, so we haven't finished that yet. So we probably got halfway through. So we will finish this off this year. We're on level 1. I do believe there's a level 2, but we're just working on level 1 at the moment. For our health and physical education studies, I use several books. First, the series of books that I use is the God's Design for Sex series, and these series of books has a book for every age group. So I've got several of these books I've just taken out to show you. We've got book 1, I think, through to I think about book 5, and they're excellent for teaching children about health education issues, you know, in terms of their bodies and things like that. I actually have a more in-depth video on these books, which I'll link in the description box down below and fly a card up the top of the video for you if you wanted to have a look at these books. But they have won the Christian Book Award, and they are excellent. They're really good. And so this is book 2, so that's for ages 5 to 8. So just using that for my younger 2 boys, and my daughter will have one. And then I just grabbed this one. This is Facing the Facts, the Truth About Sex and You. This one is for my older son. This is ages 11 to 14, so he's 13. So they're done individually with the kids. We sit down and read them one-on-one with the children and talk about those books. So they are really great. Highly recommend those. And then also have these 2 books here, which is called Good Pictures, Bad Pictures. Again, there's an older one, and then there's also a junior one as well. And so these are books about protecting young minds in an online world. And so I really recommend them. It says this one says Porn Proofing Today's Young Kids. So these are really excellent books as well. Again, we read these one-on-one with our children. And then for my younger boys, we also use this one, the I Said No, just a kid's guide to keeping private parts private, just learning about what is okay and what's not okay in terms of their body, and who are safe people and who can they go to for help. So we use that one as well. So they're the books that we use for health studies. Last year we did do a human body unit, and of course we do cooking, and we talk about healthy eating and living a healthy lifestyle throughout the school year as well. We also just do a lot of physical activity. We do a lot of swimming. We do swimming lessons. We go snorkeling, fishing, canoeing, bushwalks. My daughter does several dance classes. One of my sons will be doing basketball, and so we don't take any specific like phys ed or sports classes for homeschool. They are available, I know, here in Western Australia, but for physical education we just tend to do all of those wonderful outdoor activities that we do just within family life, and a couple of extracurricular sports, and that's what we do for the health and physical education side of things. For art and technology, we're using a couple of different things. The first thing I think I will show you is this art book here. We have used this for a few years now, and we are just moving slowly through this art book. Again, I've got a flip through for this already on my channel, so I'll pop a link for that and fly a card up for you to have a look inside. We really like this book. It's the Evan Moore How to Teach Art to Children for grades 1 to 6. So I use these for my younger children, and we're just slowly working our way through these art lessons within this book. So we'll just keep working on that. We've been looking at colour last year, doing all the colour wheels and warm colours and cool colours, and doing the activities that go along with that. And so we are just slowly working our way through this book. But we really enjoy that. And then we've also been using I think it's called Masterpiece Society, which is online art classes. It's a subscription that you can sign up for and use, and there's some really great art activities on there, and so we will do a couple of those to go along with that. Art is included in the unit studies, so this is just a little extra added on because my children absolutely love doing art, and so do I. So that's why we add extra art in, but there is art included in the unit studies that we are doing. For technology, I added in the Kiwi Crate boxes as well. You've probably seen these before on many homeschooling channels. Lots of families use these, and so each of my children have a box. I think we're doing 3-month subscription so they have a box for their own age group, and they will arrive and they can do that. This one's my daughter's. I think for her one it's a spinning art thing, but they get all of the things that they need in the box to complete the thing that they are going to make, which is what I love about it. I'm not having to run around buying lots of different things. They have all of the equipment that they need to create the thing that they're creating. So this is really great for STEM, science, technology, all that kind of stuff. So the Kiwi Crates are really great. And we also, of course, add in Australian history, which is really important when you're using a international curriculum like I am. So we add in Australian history. One thing that each of my children have, my older son who's in high school doesn't have one of these now. This is just for primary school children, but we use the History Now workbooks, and they have a book for each year group starting at foundation level, and these are just really great to kind of tick that box of doing Australian history. And so there's this will take us a whole year to complete this book, but basically there's an information page and then an activity sheet to kind of go along with that, and then what we do, if anything really sparks our interest, we'll dive deeper into those things, but these are really, really great. I've done flip throughs of these books, so again I'll pop a card up the top and a link in the description box down below if you'd like to have a closer look inside the History Now books. And then I also picked up these books as well. This one is The Story of Australia for the Young and the Curious. This will be for my older son who's in grade 8. We will basically read this together. and talk about it. And I'm not sure if I'll do any activities or anything from it at this stage. I haven't thought that far ahead, but we will be looking at this book together. I haven't done a flip through of this yet, but I will very, very shortly, so that you can have a look inside. I love to do book flip throughs so that you can have a closer look at the inside of the book to see if it will work for you. And then for my younger kiddos, we're going to be reading this one. This is the Australian Geographic, the Story of Australia. This is book 1. There's 2 books, and this is looking at First Peoples through to 1805. So this is a really great book that I will be reading with my 2 middle children. That's for Australian history. Thank you so much for watching my video today. I will pop links to those things that I have shown you in the description box down below. I will also pop the link for the playlist. Make sure that you check that out and go and have a look at those other great Aussie homeschoolers here on YouTube. And if you have any questions at all about homeschool, and particularly homeschool in Australia, I'd love to help you out. So just leave a comment in the comments box down below, and I will get back to you, hopefully with some really good information. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.